Face on.
Back on the Anglers Extra pregame show, it's time for the Manager's Show with John Schiffner. I'm Johnny Wincott. As the Chatham A's go for their third consecutive win, it'd be the first time they get 3 straight wins tonight. They welcome in the Brewster Whitecaps into Veterans Field. Schiff, yesterday all 5 games rained out. Mother Nature said no to baseball, but she did not say no to the annual Chatham Parade on July 4th. It was an absolute spectacle. It's my first time being in there, the first time for most of the players.
Right.
What does that do for the team when they get to walk in the parade?
I think they feel pretty special, especially the reception they get. The crowd's very appreciative of the guys and really give them a nice little ovation, say some nice things to them, and the guys interacted with them well. It was all in all, it's always a good time.
You've been a part of many. Does it ever get old?
No, never, except when we're losing. Then the people aren't as nice. But no, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I see people, some of the people I haven't seen so many years that's the only time I get a chance to see them is at the parade. So it's a fun day for me. I really enjoy it.
I saw a lot of time when we were walking down Main Street, you would cut off to give some hugs and some handshakes. You have any favorite memories from over the past few years in the parade?
Just seeing certain people that you haven't seen in a long time, and just the fun time people are having. I mean, the people in the stands and along the roadside, they're having as good a time as we are, and it's just neat. It's a really, really neat part of an Americana tradition.
Well, yesterday was a day off with all of the rain, but not really a day off for you. You were slaving over the grill. I got to have the pleasure of having some of your bacon-wrapped scallops and some kielbasa. Now, is it true that all of these recipes can now be found in one little book?
They are in the book. They are, yes, they are. Grilling and chilling with the skipper. It's here at the field, and we had a lot of fun doing it, and I enjoyed doing it. So, yeah, if you want a copy, I guess you got to come to the field. I don't know if we're going to do any online sales, but listen to me, I'm sounding like an accomplished author right now. But we had an awful good time doing that, and I thought it came out pretty good. Some funny things in there, but the recipes are pretty good, as you can tell. You know, the recipes are pretty good. So if people want to take a look at it, they should come by the field.
Now, if you had to pick one recipe out of the book for people to try and make themselves, which one would you go with?
The chicken cordon bleu is pretty good. That's one of my favorites to make. I think we called it the nutty salmon because I crush up pistachios and not beer nuts, but honey roasted nuts, and crush those up on a mustard glaze and some panko. That's pretty good. That comes out pretty good. There's several there that are pretty good. My great grandmother's lasagna is pretty good too. That's it's got some special. It's got things in there that not your traditional lasagna has in there. So we had some fun with that. So those would be 3 off the top of my head, but they're all pretty good. We got everything from soups all the way to the end of the evening cocktails. So we covered everything. We covered all the bases that we do at the Schiffner house. But we had some fun doing it.
I can attest to it. Very good food last night. I won't be eating for a few days. But
That was burgers, dogs, from some kielbasa and the bacon-wrapped scallops. That was a treat. They were left over from another time, but they're always nice. Can't go wrong with bacon-wrapped scallops. My God. But the stuff in there is in the book's pretty good. There's some stews, there's some soups, there's some rubs for beef and chicken. I give my Cajun turkey. The fried turkey recipe is in there with an accompaniment. It comes with a Cajun stuffing along with garlic mashed potatoes. That's pretty good. And, that's fun. It was a lot of fun. People may like it.
Now, if I had the standard, am I going to get to have a chance to have the non-standard?
What do you mean?
Am I going to get to have some of you said the burgers and the hot dogs, that's just standard stuff.
We don't even put those in the
So when am I going to get to have the non-standard stuff?
Got to pick another day off. Some of this stuff takes a while to cook, it does take a while. Yeah, there's some neat things. Some are quick. Some are things you can feed like 20 or 30 people and very quick. And other stuff is like, wow, we got to take our time to do. So my chicken, sausage, and shrimp gumbo. That takes a full 24 hours to make it all come out. That's pretty good. That's one of my favorites.
Well, luckily yesterday you got to cook before the rain came in. This morning when some of the guys came to the field, how was the Veterans Field? Was it in good shape?
I thought it was fine. There was some small puddles, but it was very firm, so I knew we wouldn't have any trouble today getting the game in. It was we didn't get as much rain as some other areas of New England. We got about 1.5 inches here, maybe 2, something like that, and this field sucks up the water pretty bad. It'll just suck up the water because it's so exposed, and we have so much material on the field. The drying agent's in the dirt, so that really takes care of that. So I wasn't concerned at all. I'm a little concerned about home plate, but otherwise we were fine.
Well, 2 nights ago on this field, your team defeated Orleans 9-7. That snapped their 6-game win streak. But a couple minutes before game time, Landon Lassiter was a scratch, and he is not in the lineup today. How is he doing?
Landon is not doing well. Unfortunately, it looks as though Landon's going to have to go home. I don't want to be a doctor, so I'm not going to say he has a non-baseball problem at this point that has to be addressed at home. And I'll let Landon explain that. But I think he's going to have to go home. It's a little bit of an issue that really needs to be attended to.
Well, with one guy going down, another guy steps in. Kevin Fagan starts for his 3rd consecutive night. Now, Shiff, you guys go for a 3rd straight win. You haven't won 3 games all season. What will be the key to victory to beating Brewster tonight?
If we have more runs than them. Just beat them. Score more runs. That's I always tell people, to me, the 2 most important statistics in baseball: runs and runs batted, or wins and runs batted in. If you have more wins than everybody else, you're in first place. And if you bat in more runs, you're going to win the game. So those are the 2 most important statistics for me. I don't go for whips and yips and hips and all those other silly things that the people are inventing to look smart and sabermetrics. If we win, then we're good. And if we score more runs than you, we win. So so we got to knock them in. That's all. It's pretty simple.
Well, you heard it right here, the wise words of John Schiffner. Score more runs
Wise ass. Just what it is.
than the other team. You guys get ready to take on the Brewster Whitecaps tonight. Good luck.
Thanks, Johnny.
Now we'll send it back to the booth with Dom Catronio.